Okay, now you've registered for WordPress, you have your username and password. The first time you go in, it's been a long time, the first time you go in, you'll have to write in your username and password, I believe. And then click on Remember Me. Now, this is the problem I've been having, is that now when I click on my sign in, that link you've been given, the sign in link, for our login site where we make our guides and our video daily bonuses and things. That's the link you need to save because that's where you'll always go in to work. However, my password doesn't show up anymore. I could write it in and put Remember Me and log in. But this is one little quick tip I'm going to give you that I've learned by going through this process so many times. Is I go up here to the reload page, or refresh as we call it often, and you will see after I click it, my password appears, and I click on login, and it'll take me right to where I want to be. Now, we're working on publishing the daily bonuses, and I make my drafts 3 to 4 days ahead of time, and then I can just, if you get busy, you don't always have time to make them every day. But if you're doing a daily bonus publication for me, just go into all posts and you will find my drafts. As you see, I have drafts right through the 25th right now. I'm going to go into one that's already been published so I can play around with it. I don't want to do one that I haven't published yet. So I'm going to click on edit after I click beside there, and it will bring me up to the daily bonus that I published last night. Basically, when you see, let me go back here a second, just to show you. I don't want to confuse you. I'm just trying to show you. Tonight, this is the draft that I'll be using. It's all ready for you. All you have to do is add your full layout picture with your little strategy underneath it. Make sure you state if you made 2 or 3 stars. Then you go to the bottom under video, click your space, and put in your video. Go and click on your link for your video, copy it, and then paste it here. And I'll show you how to change it to a walkthrough video. Now, if you're not making a narrative video like I do, and you're just making a regular video, then you need to, of course, delete that, which I'm not going to do. And then when it's all done, you publish it, which is over here. And I'm not going to do that yet. So that's what it looks like when you're going in and filling in for me. Now, I'll go show you how to do that by going back. Stay on page. I don't want to publish. It has an automatic save draft. We're going to save the draft. It's up here in the upper right. There. Now I can go back to all the posts. And I'm going to go to one that's already been published so I can play with it. This is the one I published last night. The one thing I am going to do, though, is because I'm removing all of this stuff, I'm going to place this elsewhere. And I'm going to remove this pic. So you can do that. If you pull up the wrong pic or whatever, you can do that. Now, I want to add my media here. When you're going into your draft, you want to add your media. You want to put it in the center. Here's your center line. Click on Add Media. Now, I already have this picture loaded, but so just to show you how to load your own picture, just go to Upload Files, because you have your full layout picture saved anyways. Click on Select Files. However you have it, dated is what you do. Okay? Click on that, open, and it will open. Here it is. It will load. Go over here, make sure your alignment is center. When we're doing guides, we have them put on the right and sometimes on the left, but we want this center, okay? Now, insert your post. There we go. There it is. Now go to Align Left and type in your strategy. Okay? There we are. Go to the bottom. What I didn't do was take out this little extra space. There we go. I've already put in the video. And what I'll do is let me get a fake video for you here, and I'll show you how to change this. Just hang on so I can retrieve that. Okay? Okay, now this is my video link from last night, and I'm not going to remove it. But if you don't do a narrative video like I do, and I think I'm the only one who does, make sure that you just delete that. Then place your video. I'm going to place this video under here. And this is how we change it to a walkthrough video. We delete. Right to the YouTube. Put in a bracket. It's the lowercase bracket. Go to the end of YouTube and put in your next bracket. Now you delete everything till you get to the equal mark and delete the equal mark. Sometimes at the end you're going to have you'll have an and sign in blah 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 YouTube. And that's where this would start. If that were the case, you would have that all deleted. But anyways, when you don't have that on the end, we still do the same thing. We do this, we come to the end before the plus sign, if there happens to be a plus sign there, and we put in another bracket. And this is the part that's important and you don't want to forget. You put in your slant, okay? Then you write in YouTube again, and you place your other bracket. Now, before you publish all of this, see, I have all your coins and everything here. You don't have to worry about anything. All you have to do is put in your media, or put in your full layout picture, your strategy, how many stars you made, and then add your video to the bottom. Now this happens to be, I'll tell you, this is level 112. So what we're going to do is we're going to preview. Now it's saying preview changes because this is already an update. This is already a published video. Normally it will just say, you know, preview. But I'm going to preview my changes because you want to make sure that everything shows up the way you want. A lot of times I find that when I read through this, I still read through this and I find that I have typos, or sometimes when I make my little smileys or frowns or whatever, they don't show up. They don't always show up. Sometimes I put them in the middle and they show up, and sometimes they don't. Sometimes one shows up and not the other. So I look for all those things so that I might have to go back and readjust. The biggie I'm looking for, though, is to make sure that my walkthrough video is showing. If it isn't, then I did something wrong and I have to go back. Sometimes it's something as little as forgetting the hash mark. Sometimes it's something as simple as you've misspelled it. Sometimes you just have to do the whole thing over again and it works. But right now, everything is in order. My video is working. There's all of my coin links. There's my strategy. My smile showing. If it wasn't, I would delete it when I went back. And my picture is here. So it's ready to publish. Now, I'm going to take this video out because I was just using that for teaching purposes. Okay? And when everything is ready, then you click on publish. This has been published, so I will click on update because I've been playing around with it and I want to make sure nothing's changed. And I did remove a space in there. So we're going to click update instead of publish because this has already been published. Now, I'm going to go back here And I'll show you those buttons when I go into here. We're going to go into a draft. And you will see where those things are already there that you need. Here's save draft, and after you preview it, here's publish. Now, I'm going to do this just to show you. Normally, here we go, we align it. I'm going to go in here and add media. We already know these pictures are in here, and the reason I'm doing this is because I'm going to show you, if you find that you put in a picture more than one time, you can delete it. I've got 2 of these. I'm going to delete this. Okay? There we go. Now, I'm going to go ahead and use last night's just as an example. We're going to put in strategy here. I'm just going to write strategy. Because I'm not keeping any of this. Okay? Remove that extra space. Put in my video. Okay, here we go. Review this. YouTube. Bracket. Whoops. Now, at any time that you're working on these, see, I still have a period there. It's really hard for you to see, but if you got any extra marks in there that don't belong there, you got to take them out. Oh, you know what? This isn't going to work. I betcha I needed that period. Any marks after that equal sign have to stay in, and I bet this doesn't work. Now, we're going to go up here, and we're going to look at preview and see what I have. Okay. And it did work. Okay. That works. And it's ready to be published. And I would click publish. I'm not going to do that because this draft is for tonight. And this is how you do things. If you need to get rid of the picture, you can delete it right here. Or if you need to change, you forgot maybe to click center and you want to have it go right, you click on right and you update and it changes. Okay? Now, I don't want it up right. I want it center. So I have to, there we have it back again. Right now I'm going to delete it because I don't want it there. And I think I've got everything ready to go for tonight. Now, I'm going to save this draft again because I've been playing around with it. But there is an auto draft save. I'm going to go back to this one more time. That time, you see, I don't have the extra spaces. I don't know if you caught that at the end. I'll have to put those in. There's a lot of things you can do. Now, let's go to the published one. We can do it 2 different ways because it's already published, okay? Now that it's published, I need to get the link that I post in the groups. I go to view post. Oh, that picture disappeared. Let's see what happened. Oh, I have to fix that. Something's wrong. My picture isn't there. See, we get to do some troubleshooting. So, we're going to delete this, and I will add my media once again. For April 23rd. That's because, you know why? I deleted that picture. There we go. There's our 423. Insert the post, and we're good to split. Now I need to delete that space. There we go, okay? Now, view the post. I'm sorry. This has been published. Since I had to make a change, I'm going to click update. I hope you're not too confused. If you have any questions at any time while you're doing this, stop what you're doing, click on